All right, Divine Tribe, this your girl, your friend, Tahiri Divine. I'm back. I'm back live. I was trying to do it earlier, but I was looking crazy. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. We ain't trying to go out like that. But without further much ado, let's get into today's topic. Oh my God, I want to hear some instrumental music. Like, I want some like R&B instrumental playing. I don't know. But how are you guys doing on this day? I see you guys coming in. Mm. Y'all, this right here. Okay. Hopefully this picks up, but not too loud. I don't want to fight the sound. But I kind of want some backdrop music. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. We have this Scorpio new moon this week, between the 4th and the 6th, depending on where you guys are at and your location. So I just kind of want to come in today to talk about this energy. I talked about it a little bit on Instagram, so you guys can catch that replay. But let's talk specifically right about this one. This new moon is actually really important because, as all transits do, they build upon each other. So the last major moon event that we had was the full moon in Aries. And that energy was really about trailblazing, right? Blazing forward on your ideas, on your motivations, on behavior patterns, whatever it is that you were called to blaze the path forward, to trail in. That was really the accumulation of that energy. And it was really important about releasing anything that made you feel inhibited, like anything that made you feel like you was constricted or couldn't move forward. To take that a next step deeper, we have this full moon, excuse me, this new moon that will be in Scorpio this week. So it's really perfect because right now, as I'm filming this and talking to you guys live, we are currently in the dark moon, and I love the dark moon phase because in the dark moon, I don't know why my eye is watering, y'all. Oh my god, like ain't nobody got time for like a makeup malfunction. Oh, this is so not good. Anyway, let me light my eye. Okay. And ah, anywho, so with this new moon in Scorpio, it's taking it deeper than on the transit that we had in Aries with the Aries full moon, because we're actually preparing ourselves for this eclipse season or eclipse that's coming up at the end of the month. Y'all, I don't know why my eye at all times now it wants to be like, oh wait, I don't want to work. I'm watering. I don't know why, but anyway, I want to get through this video for you guys or this live for you guys, so you guys can have this as a reference point. So excuse me, but anywho, gosh, that's so weird. But anywho, so we're taking a step further with the Scorpio new moon. We're actually going to be going deeper into the waters of our emotions, of our memories, of our subconscious, whatever. So any fears that we may have felt on the surface with the full moon in Aries a few weeks back is it's going to actually be deeper. So it's not going to be our surface level fears. It's going to be more so the internalized, deep subconscious fears. And the reason why I'm using the word fear, because it's going to be a meeting of the mind or the meeting of the self in a way that's more tangible. And what makes it tangible is like you're not going to really probably won't really see the effects of the tangibility. Oh my god, I had to keep my eyes closed. It's so whack. Not going to see the effect of the tangibility until the full moon in Taurus, which will be on the 19th, 20th of this month. So, with all that being said, what is coming up for you guys during this time? I think right now, the best way to ground yourself, because it's going to feel a little ungrounding. Scorpio's heavy water energy. I like to call Scorpio like the fire water. Like it's like boiling hot water, and it's just so annoying, guys. I'm gonna have to ignore this stupid eye. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, if you guys are with me in the chat, let me know you guys are with me, and we can work things out like that from here. But it's really fire water, and why I think that's such a great build on what Aries energy brought us, that Aries moon, because it's time to heat some things up, because anytime you heat things, think about it in alchemy, right? Scorpio energy, when it pertains to alchemy, represents the putrefaction of something. So it's like the boiling point of bringing something down to its like liquid essence. Like you burned it so much that it starts to form a boil of bubble goop, right? That's what I'm thinking of, like this boiled goop. What's coming to me is if you guys, showing my age here, remember a movie called Fern Gully back in the 90s, or maybe it was late 80s, early 90s. I really don't remember, but I remember watching it in the 90s. Fern Gully, and it was like the little goop creature guy. I'm getting that type of goopy picture right now, but not in a sense like it's here to destroy nature and destroy the world like in the movie, but more so this goop that you have gotten into, the space that you've gotten into, this thick of it. You're going to be in the thick of it, right? This is the space where you are going to be able to really alchemize that. Like it has to come to the surface. This boiling, hot, disgusting goop has to come out the waters. It has to come out the surface, depending on where it is in your chart, depending on what house this moon is going to be in, is exactly going to show the goop. And it's not to be afraid of it, it's not to be disgusted by it, it's not to be fully repulsed by it. It is for you to take this goop, stir this in your pot of spells, your cauldron. You got my cauldron over here. Whatever you need to do to alchemize this, what is being revealed to me in this goop? What is this showing me? What is it I need to take from it? What nutrients are embedded in this that I have to extract so that I can use it as a fertilizing point mixture for the manifestations, for the transformation, for the full embodiment of this rebirth that I'm having, right? And that's what this energy is here to do. So when if you're feeling quite emotional right now, you're feeling unsteady, uneasy, like it's like what happened like just a week ago, a few weeks ago, I was feeling great, but now I'm feeling uneasy. Just know it's this energy because it's calling us to really bring forward. And the beautiful part about this specific moon is that it's opposite of Taurus energy, particularly Uranus that's in Taurus. So we have Scorpio new moon, we have the who's all here? Mars is here. We have the sun here. So it's like a trifecta effect of all the scorpionic energy that's being opposed by Uranus, Tauran energy. And Uranus is that zap of electric spark. And with it being in Taurus, right? Tauran energy or Taurus is an earth sign. It's fixed. It likes to be comfortable. It likes to be secure. It likes to feel stable. There's those are the words that kind of expand what that energy represents. And so when you have Uranus there, Uranus is like, yeah, Taurus, I get that you're comfortable here. I get that you made a little home here, but no, we need to spice this up. We need to jug it up because what was once serving you is not going to serve you with this transformation and this rebirth that you're taking place. So there's this opposing energy between the Uranus and Taurus, which is Uranus right now is sparking up. It's lighting up Tauran energy. Like Tauran is being forced to move and she don't want to, but she knows she has to. Because again, Taurus is our values. It's how we see our worth, right? And so the way that you see yourself, the way that you experience value, worth, and comfort of life, and just that whole aspect is being called to look at something different. So maybe you're changing your finances, your resources, maybe just the things that you once valued are getting readjusted with that Uranus energy. Or maybe it's getting a spark of life, like what's the defibrillator? And it's like clear, that is being activated while opposing this new birth, because exactly what's happening in the new birth or with this new moon in Scorpio is, again, like I said, that goop is coming up. So now it's like Uranus is like, or not Uranus, Taurus is like, this is not pretty. This goopy stuff is not pretty. It's not aesthetically pleasing, right? Because Taurus is co-ruled by Venus. It's not doing that. It's not giving, right? It's not giving the aesthetic. It's not giving comfortable. Like, this is like kind of scary, Scorpio. What are you bringing towards me? That energy, they're opposing each other. But the opposition is actually a pressure cooker for unanimous change. and so much changes are happening. Like you have no choice but to change. You have, it's like the only thing that in life that is consistent is change. And this energy letting you know, like, hey, whatever you've been doing before, it was good to get you up to this point, but we cannot continue because economics are changing, resources are changing, people are changing, politics are changing, education, the way we see the world is expanding, and you're going to have to reframe and reshape your views of life, or whatever that torn energy is showing up in whatever house it's in for you. That is being called to be sparked, so that that activation on the opposite side of where Scorpio is heading out right now is really whole housing it right now, to really work together to create an alchemy. It's really just going to be alchemy, and alchemy is just really getting to that purest part of yourself where you are fully living an embodied life. The energies right now is leading us to be fully embodied. Like, hey, there's a pressure cooker right now, the timer is set, and we are ready to burst and to be born. It's like when the butterfly is breaking out of its cocoon, out of the yeah, that's a cocoon, not a shell, out of the cocoon, and like it's ready to spread its wings. And so that is what's happening right now. So think of Tauran energy as the hungry caterpillar who's being sparked to create something different, right? It starts to melt, or because like, I think it's like it's not a melting, but there's some type of liquefying, putrefaction process that happens inside the cocoon, right? Where the tire caterpillar starts to liquefy itself so it can to metamorphose into a butterfly, which is a completely different being. And Scorpio energy is about that. The highest form of Scorpio energy is the phoenix. And so this is where that phoenix energy is definitely being initiated out of you. And the reason why it's being initiated, guys, is not because there's some outside source bringing this to you, is because your soul has led you to this initiation. You're the initiate and the initiator. And because that you have been bringing awareness to this, if you guys are watching my videos or following me, you guys are already on this journey. So you ain't new to this, you true to this, right? So continue processing yourself, continue writing out your thoughts, your belief systems, how, even if it means what change belief systems that you have, or maybe things that you're not fully sure about, but you know there's some awareness I need to bring to this area of my life. I highly suggest that journaling during this period, throughout the whole entire Scorpio energy period, just this whole season, I highly suggest that you guys really journal or voice record, whatever helps you to really mark this time of your life. Because I'm telling you, you guys are going to look back at this time, specifically when we get to April, May, like we really get into Taurus energy and we're having that Scorpio full moon. I really feel like that's going to be the graduation period of what you guys started implementing today during this cycle. Okay. So, with that being said, I want to share that message with you guys, and to implement into your ritual this time. Creating space for yourself, giving yourself grace is so important, because change doesn't happen overnight. It can seem like it happens overnight, but there was a series of events that led to this. It's kind of like when they say people who like are thrusted into stardom, like, oh, it was an overnight success, not realizing their overnight success was like 8, 10 years in the making. Okay. So I think that's something that Alicia Keys had said. I remember I was watching one of her videos on her channel, specifically from her book, I think it was, and she talked about how her overnight success was really an 8-year journey. So don't despise slow beginnings, right? Don't despise small beginnings. Allow yourself to be in the process, because the worst thing that you can do during this transformational period is comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. It robs you from it. Do not compare yourself to nobody else's journey, nobody else's relationship, nobody else's financial standing, whatever it is that you are feel the need to compare yourself to. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Allow yourself to process, allow yourself to go through your transformation, because your time is it's I don't even want to say it's coming. Your time is really now. It's just now that you are calibrating to reach the frequency level for it to really show up, right? Because we know everything is frequency. We're electromagnetic energy. And if your electromagnetic energy is vibrating, for example, if it's vibrating on a poverty mindset, like paycheck to paycheck, but it's not even a paycheck to paycheck physical thing, because there's people who live paycheck to paycheck that have an abundance mindset, so that will change. So it's more so if you have a lack mindset, and that's like, oh, I never have enough of X, Y, and Z, then you're going to continue to experience a never having enough of X, Y, and Z, and your words will affirm it, and your actions are affirming it, and you're emanating that message out to the universe, and it's going to have to return back to you, because you are the frisbee. Or is it a frisbee that you throw and it comes back to you? Yeah, you are that. And whatever you tell yourself, you put out, your energy heart is saying, it's going to have to come back to you. So this time is to evaluate those emotions, them thought process, them subconscious thoughts that seem like you want to bury. Don't bury this stuff. Allow the stuff to rise up. And most importantly, too, for a lot of you guys, if you guys feel like you need some guidance through this, I am more than happy to have a session with you. I also want you guys to know that having a metaphysical, spiritual counseling is not the same as mental health counseling. So, if some of you guys are definitely on that realm, like, you know what, I really think I need to check with a therapist, I really need to check in with a counselor, do that in tandem with spiritual counseling. Okay, I would love to start seeing, this is something I'm working on right now and looking to launch in the near future, is start having programs where I work with other mental health counselors as we group together, putting a spiritual mental program together. Because it's, I think the most unfortunate thing that we have been accustomed to is to hey Raven, hey love, hey, is that we compartmentalize so much of our life, not seeing its holistic or totality of it, right? So that's something I just wanted to make sure I threw out there, that you guys are taking care of yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, economically, all areas of how you can care for yourself, that you're doing that. And in my sector of the world that I can help in, I would love to be that guiding post for you as you are transitioning. So if you're interested in working with me, please go ahead and my booking link is in the description, and I would be more than happy to work with you in tandem with what other guidance that you're receiving as well, so that we ensure that you're on a path that is holistically best for what your desired outcomes are. But that is all. You guys can connect with me on all my social sites. Ask to Harry Divine. I want to announce, guys, I did not realize I had a community tab, so I'm excited about that. I did post the first episode of my podcast. Um, that episode was really just kind of starting out, so it's really just a clip to a video that we've done, because last year we were going through the power of prayer. I'm bringing that back with a little more emphasis in the podcast, but I'll be talking about all things I talk about here, more spirituality, metaphysics, and the goddess mythology, as well as her story or his story. So if you guys are interested in seeing and hearing more content like that, that is going to be in this channel. You guys can actually subscribe to the podcast as well, and ensure that you guys are following me on all my sides. Yay! And also, don't forget, yay, guys! So I relaunched. We kickstarted the Emergence Temple this week. Um, Enrollment is closed for that. I want to focus on the students right now for this session. I am looking to open it up again in January, but we'll see how this session goes and about opening up in January. But I will be having last year's classes up for sale for you guys by the end of this month, so that will be available for you guys, as well as my Divinely Kissed website is officially up. We have relaunched our site. So if you guys are interested in metaphysical tools, yoni eggs, one of my things that I'm really, really, really pressing, and I'm working to work with some really great people to get this launched for you guys, is about having authentic tools to use for your spiritual manifestations, magic, and metaphysical playgrounds, right? So I'm talking about natural organic products, non-enhanced, not treated yoni eggs or gemstones. Like I want them to be raw and real and not painted, not added to, like none of that extra stuff. Like I like, at least for me, like when it comes to my body, I am very conscious of what I put in it. And I so, or even on it too, like what I put in it or on it. I've been on this journey for some years now, and I really look forward to implementing that with Divinely Kiss. That those products and tools that you guys will be using from this website is authentic, from the candles to the herbs to the oils and potions that will be on there available. Those things are, I'm just excited to be putting that together for you guys and having that available. But yeah, so that is all. Happy moon manifesting, you guys. Um, I think no, I forgot to add the retreat, but we'll talk more about the retreat in another video because I want to talk more specifically about that as we're getting closer and closer to that time. Yay! But we'll probably do that next week, guys, because I want to make sure that I'm getting this message out for the new moon, that you guys are prepared for this and all these wonderful transits that we have coming up again. Until next time, I love you guys. Thank you guys for subscribing. Please make sure that you share this video, like, and comment. I would love to engage with you guys in the comments on the community tab so we can keep ourselves in the algorithm, and also more important that we can stay connected, because again, we know social media may go crazy again, but I want to make sure that we stay connected. So please go to tahirdivine.com where you can sign up for my mailing list, and we can kind of stay more connected that way and find other avenues to really reach out and connect that's not limiting us to just social media. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.